What's up, YouTube? This is Methodz97 and welcome back to another episode of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. This is episode number 37. We are coming off of the Survivor Series pay-per-view. We are currently 10,000 fans ahead of Monday Night Raw, but even so, SmackDown, SmackDown's lead that they've had, the gap is slowly shrinking. We're slowly getting closer and closer to catching up to SmackDown, even if we're still fighting with Raw for the ratings somehow. But anyway, this is November 26th. We're here with another great episode of ECW. And of course, we've got a new ECW champion, and that is the Animal Batista. He won the 6-man Battle Royal at the pay-per-view, defeating, in the end, Sabu to capture the ECW championship. So let's go ahead and take a look at the match card. We have Batista versus Sandman to kick off the card. We've got The Undertaker and Kane teaming up to take on CM Punk and HBK in an elimination tag team matchup there. We've got a 6-man tag. Mr. Kennedy, Mark Henry, John Nitro taking on Triple H and the Hardy Boys. Triple threat between Mick Foley, Mysterio, and Elijah Burke. And a tag team matchup, Randy Orton and Edge taking on Sabu and Terry Funk. We know those 4 men competed in the ECW Battle Royal as Sandman knocks off Batista. So could that potentially give Sandman a title opportunity in the near future? The Undertaker and Kane defeat the team of CM Punk and HBK. In this 6-man tag team matchup, it is Kennedy's team who gets the win. So it's back-to-back wins for Mr. Kennedy. Of course, we got to remember, he did cost Chris Masters his career here on ECW at the pay-per-view, and we saw Rey Mysterio won that triple threat. Those are basically just 3 superstars who haven't really been doing anything, so I threw them together in a triple threat. Foley, Ray, and Burke. Well, Foley's been doing stuff, but not so much for Burke and Ray. They were just kind of the 3 guys left over, so I figured put them in a triple threat, give them an opportunity to do something. And anyway, we are now going to move into this main event matchup, which is a tag team match between Edge and Randy Orton, formerly known as Rated RKO, as they team up to take on Terry Funk and Sabu. We know these two. This is a matchup between 2 sets of rivals, but we saw last night, well, I guess last episode, at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, in the ECW Championship Battle Royal, we saw Sabu, Terry Funk, Mick Foley, Edge, Orton, and Batista all competed for the ECW Championship. And during that matchup, we kind of saw a bit of, not really favoritism, but we kind of saw at points in the matchup we would see the ECW legends work together to take on these new superstars and vice versa, as well as we see roll up there by Orton, almost knocked off Sabu there. That would have been a big win for Orton, because these are 4 superstars who would like to get back in the ECW Championship picture, especially Sabu. We know that Sabu, he was the ECW champion. He defeated Batista in a steel cage match about a month ago to win the ECW Championship. And then Batista, of course, won it back. So Sabu's going to want that title of his back. And look at this. Springboard reverse DDT there by Sabu. Nice extreme acrobatic maneuver there as Sabu now takes him down with that Hurricanrana, almost like a headstand Hurricanrana even. And now the leg drop off the top rope right to the throat of Randy Orton. But we did see a bit of aligning between the Legends and the other ECW superstars. I don't really have a name for their group at the moment, but basically, the other kind of actual WWE main eventers is, look at this, Hurricanrana there from Sabu taking Orton down, but Edge is the legal man, capitalizing on the distraction, taking Sabu down. But of course, we know that Edge and Orton have been embroiled in a rivalry, which is set to come to a head at the December to Dismember pay-per-view, which is just 2 weeks away. I know, thanks SVR08 for giving me such a great build. I know, 2 weeks after Survivor Series, I can do so much with that. But luckily we've got these 2 feuds going. We're gonna make sure that they continue into December to Dismember, because we need something. We need some sort of hype for the pay-per-view, and these are the 2 feuds we got. So, oh, nice double team there from Edge and Orton. But of course we know Sabu and Terry Funk have also been in a pretty hectic feud, pretty heinous one, as they've been going at it in all sorts of hardcore matches, and I think there was even a First Blood matchup in there somewhere. Of course, they're 2 ECW legends, so going to the extreme in those matchups. But now they got to work together on the same page to try and defeat the team Orton and Edge here tonight, because these are 4 superstars who could challenge for the ECW Championship, and this is the ultimate opportunity to just for a second here. Look at these double team moves. Already, I've seen 2 double team moves that are not in the newer games, and they just look so good. Those are really good double team moves, like that double leg drop there from Sabu and Funk. That was awesome. And then that kind of back suplex into the neck breaker. That was pretty cool. It's kind of like the Dudley drop or whatever, the 3D. That's what it's called. I don't remember what it's called in 2K because I know they don't call it the 3D. But that tag team move, the flapjack cutter combination. I think that's what they call it. But it's kind of like reverse of that, I guess. But as we can see, Funk finally gets out of that with a knee to the gut. But those are 2 tag team moves that I think would be pretty cool if they brought back in the newer games, because that was pretty awesome, especially that double leg drop. I know they have one similar to that in 2K14, but it's just a single leg drop, not the double leg drop. I think that's pretty cool. But, oh, big kick to the face there by Edge. Right to the face of Terry Funk, right to the jaw. And now, look at this, just disrespecting the legend that is Terry Funk, just kicking him in the face. And now Edge looking to stay on the offensive here, maybe trying to tag Orton in. Kind of trying to drag Terry Funk over there. Funk trying to resist, trying to back away from the corner. But nice leg sweep there by Edge. This is not where Terry Funk wants to be. Terry Funk, he doesn't want to be in the corner of Edge and Orton. That plays true in any tag team matchup. And now look at this, Randy Orton off the ropes, fist right to the face, dropping it right across the nose, and now a knee right to the face. Nice knee drop there from Randy Orton. And it's now Sabu. I'm sure Sabu's not in any, not too eager, not in any hurry to help out Terry Funk here, because these 4 superstars right here are rivals. Of course, Orton and Edge have their rivalry. Funk and Sabu got their own rivalry. So these 4 superstars are definitely not looking to help each other out. This is just basically kind of trying to work together to achieve the common goal. All 4 of these superstars want to be ECW champion. Of course, Orton, Edge, Sabu, all former ECW champions. Terry Funk, he's an ECW legend, so I'm sure he would love to get that ECW championship around his waist. So I'm sure it's also going to be a bit of a selling point here. Some added importance to try and be sure they're the one to get the pinfall in this matchup, because that could potentially, put you in good shape for a possible title opportunity in the near future. Now, as we can see, Terry Funk, knee right to the face of Randy Orton. But we also saw that Sandman defeated Batista earlier on here tonight, so that's definitely going to put Sandman up near the front of the ECW Championship title picture as well, because Sandman, he had a matchup against Mick Foley in a hardcore match. I think it was like 2 weeks ago he had a matchup in which he won. He defeated Mick Foley. And now a victory over over Batista, the ECW champion. I'm sure that's going to help Sandman in his quest to become ECW champion. So that's also something to think about between all 4 of these superstars. I don't know, the question is, will we see an alignment between the ECW veterans or the ECW legends as opposed to the other superstars on the roster? Guys like Batista, Edge, Orton, those sort of superstars. Will we see any sort of alliances to potentially get into the ECW Championship picture? I guess we'll have to find out in the next couple of weeks. But as we can see, Terry Funk's down here. Randy Orton got the arm trap there. Oh, knee right to the arm, also grabbing at the head there of Terry Funk. Very vicious move there by the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. And now Orton just choking out Terry Funk. The referee's going to have to check that. This isn't a no disqualification matchup, so Orton had till a count of 5 to break that one. And now, look at this. Terry Funk misses an elbow there, and Orton tags into Edge, as Terry Funk's still kind of trying to go after Orton here. And, of course, Edge, not really doing too much, not really rushing to help Orton here, just kind of letting Terry Funk burn off some energy and just kind of waiting for an opening. As we can see there, nice clothesline by Edge. And now Edge with the axe handles sending Terry Funk over the top rope to the outside. Funk now making his way back into the ring here. And Funk now, the only one in the ring right now is Randy Orton. So Funk dishing out the punishment with these vicious haymakers right to the face of Randy Orton. And now Edge, of course, finding his opportunity to get back into the ring. And now Terry Funk and Edge here. Nice counter there by Edge. As Orton he seems down and out right now. Edge, oh, nice counter there by Funk. Counter by Edge now. As Terry Funk, you know, not eager to tag into Sabu, because we know if Funk could get a pinfall over Edge here, I mean, that would also definitely help Terry Funk potentially get an opportunity at the ECW Championship. There's a thumb to the eye by Edge. And Edge now with a low blow. The referee didn't see it. See, the referee's got his back turned. He was dazed there. Referee completely missed the low blow. This could be a huge opening for Edge as he makes a tag into Randy Orton now. And Orton now, if he could capitalize, if he could go for a cover or, you know, try to inflict some sort of punishment, just waiting for Terry Funk to make it back to his feet, and then takes him down with a side ref and leg sweep. Now Orton going to the top rope, maybe looking to put the finishing touches on Terry Funk. Elbow drop, no! Terry Funk able to roll out of the way, avoids the elbow drop. And now Funk, can he make a tag to Sabu? And he does. As Orton tags into Edge now. Big clothesline there by Sabu, taking Edge down. And now Terry Funk distracting the referee here. Terry Funk's got till a 5 count to get out of the ring. Otherwise, his team will be disqualified. But then again, you know, Terry Funk I don't know if he really wants Sabu to win either, because that could potentially put Sabu right back into that #1 spot for the ECW Championship. And, I mean, Sabu, should he really get a rematch clause? I mean, the ECW Championship is kind of floating around in recent months. So, I mean, I don't know. Do we want to just kind of start with a clean slate, find a new #1 contender for Batista's ECW Championship? I don't know. I guess we'll just see how things play out, as there's a big DDT by Sabu. But Terry Funk, of course, you know, while a tag team victory would help as well, would Terry Funk rather, you know, lose by disqualification than allow Sabu to pin Edge here, or even Orton for that matter? Because that could give Sabu a potential opportunity at the ECW Championship. So, I don't know, thinking between these 4 superstars, I don't know, is winning the matchup as important as, you know, sticking it to the rivals? Here's a roll by Sabu, but a kick out there by Edge. So we can see not only did Randy Orton step into the ring to potentially try to break that up, but Terry Funk also as well. So, I mean, that just kind of shows, are these 4 superstars, you know, working together with their respective teams? Are they on the same page? Or is this more of a selfish matchup? Is it all about themselves and a potential future opportunity at the title? Nice back suplex there by Sabu. And now Sabu going once again for that handstand hurricanrana, taking down Edge. Maybe even a headstand. And now Sabu has Edge here. What's he going for? Oh, nice knee right to the gut. And look at this. There's that hurricanrana taking Edge down. And Sabu maybe setting up for that Arabian facebuster. Could be looking to put Edge away here. No, Edge with the shot right to the gut, able to get back to his feet. And now Edge, a big kick there by Sabu to the referee. Edge tried to shove the referee, get the referee in his way so Sabu couldn't get to him. And Sabu ended up delivering an enziguri. And now look at this steel chair right to the face of Randy Orton. Orton's been busted open. This matchup, Sabu normally would get disqualified, but once again the referee is out of it. There's that moonsault with the chair. Now Sabu, look at this, trying to get rid of the evidence. Taking the chair to the outside while the referee's got his back turned. Referee did not even see the chair. Here's a cover by Sabu. 1, 2, 3. Sabu and Terry Funk have done it. They have defeated the team of Randy Orton and Edge here tonight. And Sabu, you know, using that steel chair to his advantage while the referee was down. So, I mean, that could have been a deciding factor. Ultimately, it was. How is this 4.5 stars? Come on, Smack. Come on, THQ. What are you doing to me? Look at this. We got 4-star, 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 4. Oh, every matchup is 4-star, and we get a 3.5 show rating. Somebody explain the logic in that. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look now. Gonna go ahead and boost up. Actually, no, we're gonna take down Chris Masters because you know, I got suggestions. People wanted me to trade for the Chris Jericho Creative Wrestler. No matter, I don't even remember what this creative wrestler looks like, how amateur it may or may not be. I think I might have looked up like a YouTube video on it or something and copied it, a formula from that or something. So we dropped Masters down to a 62. We're going to go ahead and trade him for Chris Jericho. I could have dropped Masters a little bit lower, but I figured we want to try and boost Jericho up. So I just kind of left him at 62. The trade was accepted, and I didn't really want to be too stingy about it either, so we just went ahead and did that. So now we've got SmackDown and Raw where we can go ahead and build up Chris Jericho. And so we're just going to go ahead and do that other brand invasion. We're going to build up Chris Jericho's popularity somewhat. I think it's going to be a couple of weeks yet until we can use Chris Jericho on the roster. But I think we're going to go ahead and build him up right now. And I also got another suggestion to potentially trade for Snitsky. And I was considering either using Rey Mysterio or Elijah Burke, since those are the two superstars who aren't really doing much at the moment. Oh wait, we got some messages here. You might be halfway to winning the General Manager of the Year competition, playa, but that also means you're halfway away from it too. My SmackDown dogs will be nipping at your heels and then in your face before the year is over, playa. So Teddy Long sending us a message there. We got some expiring contracts. Elijah Burke is one of them. We're going to go ahead and probably re-extend Mark Henry and Matt Hardy. But, like I said, Burke and Rey Mysterio are two superstars I'm looking at potentially trading for Snitsky. We've got another episode yet before we'll necessarily have to do that because Burke, he has a week left on his contract, so I don't remember if that will last through to the end of the week or if it's after the show that we book. I don't quite remember. But as you can see on the left, those are the two superstars I'm looking at potentially trading for Snitsky. Let me know down in the comment section which one you would rather me trade. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and extend the contracts here. But, I mean, with Burke, it might work out better because he's only got 1 week left on his contract. But then again, Burke is an ECW guy. Ray has never really been doing anything. So, I don't know. You guys give me your input as well in the comment section. Well, guys and gals, whoever's viewing the video. See SmackDown. These are solid shows. And Bret Hart losing the United States Championship there. So, of course, Bret Hart, former ECW guy, now helping out SmackDown. Why is Chavo WWE champ? I don't understand this. But as you can see, Blockbuster trade SmackDown, gained 20,000 fans. That's not good. Let's check out the fan support. Why? Why are we losing? But all I have to say is that the gap is closing between us and SmackDown. So hopefully we can get back to the #1 spot. Why am I saying get back? We never were the #1 brand. Hopefully we can reach the #1 spot in the future. Hopefully by WrestleMania we can win the GM of the Year award. But as we can see, we got Jericho. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. And as always, keep on YouTubing.